Welcome to another Figuring Out Japan video, and in this video I'm going to cover some upcoming figurine releases. And I just have to say I'm really genuinely excited about this because I have waited just so long for this. If you're watching this video, you're probably like me and you're a big fan of Naruto Shippuden, and you're also a massive fan of the Akatsuki. And for whatever reason, Naruto Shippuden has got very little love in the figurine department. There's been very few figures released. The only sort of main line that we had back in the day in the sort of early 2010s was the Shinobi Relations line. And in terms of the Akatsuki, we only got Itachi, Deidara, and Sasori. And I remember even back then thinking, oh, they're going to go and do all the Akatsuki, because if they've done Deidara and Sasori, surely they're going to do Pain and some of the other main ones. But it never happened. And then 2019, we had the Vibration Stars line come along. And it was the same thing. We had Itachi, we had Deidara, we had Sasori. And I thought, they're not going to do the others. And then finally in really 2024, they've started doing the other main characters. So we got Pain, we got Obito, Conan, Kisame. We even got Sasuke in Akatsuki outfit. So I thought, wow, we actually might finally get it. But even then, I wasn't sure. And I actually went back and bought all of the ones that had already been released, including Itachi, who costs a fortune now. We couldn't get rid of him when we were selling the figures when he came out. But they're like $200 now. It's crazy. But we have finally got confirmation, this is official, from Banpresto, that they are releasing figures in 2025 of Hidan, Kakuzu, Tobi, and Zetsu. And so, along with the other 6 that have already been released, which is Itachi, Kisame, Pain, Conan, Sasori, and Deidara, and we also had Sasuke in Akatsuki outfit, you can now get the entire Akatsuki in the same, well, not even the same, just any figurine line. So that is absolutely huge. Now, the pictures themselves are very much, still in the concept phase, I guess, or the mold phase. So it looks like Hidan and Kakuzu are going to be released together, which makes perfect sense, I think. So you can see there it says Vibration Stars Hidan, and I assume that it will come on a similar base to the other Vibration Stars line. So it'll be just one round black base, a bit like you can see in the top right of the corner. That looks like Kisame, actually, that's already been released, at least in Japan. And I really like this figurine. We've got his scythe, which is really nice. I think it's very iconic, and that's not something to take for granted, because when they did Obito, they didn't include his Uchiwa fan, and same with the upcoming Madara release. So they tend not to include extra accessories. So I'm really glad that we do get the scythe for Hidan. And what I also noticed is that he seems to have the battle damage cloak. So you can see his Akatsuki outfit has been torn just like it was when he fights Asuma and Shikamaru. So I think this figure looks amazing. The big question, of course, with this is, will it be his, like regular skin, or will it be when he undergoes the transformation and goes into that skeletal form? To me, it looks like, there's really no way of knowing for sure, given that it's just the mold, but I'm guessing it will be the normal, his regular skin color. But I'm really interested to know what you would prefer. I have to say, if I could only get one or the other, I'd probably go for the skeletal form. I think that just looks pretty creepy and badass. But what they might do is release a second version. They have done that, for example, with Obito, that you've got the exact same figure but different head molds, which I really don't like. I think they should have at least done a different mold. But we might get a second Hidan where they show just a different color version. But at this stage, all we know is exactly what you see there on the screen. So Hidan, that's the mold, but the mold itself looks terrific to me. I like the pose and the fact, as I said, that it's his coat is ripped and that he's got the scythe. So that looks really nice. And then for Kakuzu, similar thing. I really like what they've done here with Kakuzu. His arm shows his ability. They tend not to, with the Vibration Stars line, they tend not to show kind of action poses. So that's why I'm quite happy with both of these figures. They are fairly sort of action. But I mean, they do with some of them, but well, actually, that's not fair. I mean, quite a few of them, like there that is in the air, and we've got some with Naruto kind of jumping up in the air, throwing a punch and that sort of stuff. But they don't tend to be like really detailed, I would say like high quality sculpts. They tend to be a bit more basic. So I really like that they've gone with something a little bit more difficult and a little bit more dramatic with this, because you also have to think how they're going to manufacture it and what material they're going to use. You don't want it to break easily, etc. So there's a bit of work that goes into that, and I really appreciate that. So I think Kakuzu looks great. Some people might say, yeah, but he hasn't got the 5 hearts and the different chakra elements. But I don't think you can expect that with a Vibration Stars figure. So I think for what it is and what I can see here, I really like this. The other thing is, should they have had his mask on, or should they have had it with his mask off and the really kind of creepy grin? Again, I'm interested in your thoughts. Let me know in the comments. I probably would have gone with the big sort of ugly grin on his face. But arguably, I think with the mask, it's probably a little bit more iconic or a little bit more standard. But who knows? They might even do a second release of that one as well to go with Hidan. They did that with Deidara and Sasori. They re-released them and called them special. The molds were exactly the same. They were just slightly different color version. I think they were more to match the manga color, so the colors were a little bit brighter. But all in all, these two figures look really fantastic. So the other announcement, of course, is Zetsu and Tobi. And we do have a color version of Tobi here. And I think he looks absolutely amazing. My favorite character is Obito, so obviously Tobi is right up there as well. I mean, he's kind of the same character. And I really like the pose that they've gone with him holding the mask with his left hand and the outstretched right hand. I think it looks really, really nice. And thankfully, it looks like they have got... It's a bit hard to see, but it looks like there is very much a three-dimensional helmet, and there's some depiction of the eye, because we've seen in the... it hasn't been released yet, but the Obito with the mask with his purple outfit on, they don't actually show the Sharingan and the Rinnegan, and it was the same with the SH Figure Arts figure, so which is pretty poor, I think. So it's nice that it looks like they have got the Sharingan eye. So yeah, all in all, I think this figure looks terrific. The only thing that maybe looks a little bit strange, it looks like he has a little bit of a pot belly from side on. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. But just looks a little bit funny from side on. But I don't know. Let's see what the actual final product looks like overall. Just looks amazing. And the other one is Zetsu. Now you might say, well, Zetsu is always in the ground, so why have they bothered showing his legs and bottom half? But one of the manga covers that shows all of the Akatsuki together does show Zetsu clearly standing. And also from memory, after Sasori is killed, Zetsu and Tobi go back to the scene, and Tobi picks up Sasori's ring, and Zetsu is also walking at that time as well. So I think I'm glad that they've gone with the full body outfit here, And also Zetsu is the other big question, of course, is will they have black Zetsu and white Zetsu? And again, you can't really tell from because we don't have the painting, but I would be very surprised if we didn't have a black/white Zetsu. But they've got the what do you call it, like the sort of Venus flytrap plant element. I think they've captured that really well. The stance, I suppose, is a little bit strange, but I don't know. It kind of fits Zetsu, I think. So yeah, overall, I'm really happy with this figure as well, and I cannot wait for them to come out in 2025. But I'd love to know what you guys think. Leave a comment below. You will also notice that there's another third figure in this picture. I will cover that in another video, so check that out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.